Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Debbie and I am a money coach. And today I want to talk about one of the topics that I really can't stand. And that's credit card interest. Now, if you guys know my debt story, you know that my husband and we paid off $48,000 of credit card debt in 2 years. And I'm going to link my debt story at the end if you're not familiar with it. So I know firsthand how much of a toll credit card debt can take on you, not only financially, but emotionally as well. So today I'm going to tackle credit card interest. There was a study that showed that the average American family per card has about a $6,000 balance on them. And that doesn't say that that family only has one card. So let's say you have a few credit cards. How many credit cards do you have that have at least a $6,000 balance on it? When I just finished tackling one of my clients' budgets and we went over credit card interests and how many they have, I was so taken back by the amount of interest that they have per card. And again, I'm not judging anyone. I feel it when my clients tell me how high their interest rate is on their credit cards because again, I've been there. In New Jersey, back when I had credit card debt, the highest amount that you could have been charged was 24%. And I had two credit cards that were at 23.99. I mean, I don't even want to get into that, honestly, because I'm just like, every time I think about it, it just fires me up. Credit cards are always working against you. And I know that some people will tell me, yes, Debbie, but I get cash back on my credit cards and I get travel rewards on my credit cards. And so do I. And I'll be 100% honest with you, as I always am. I use my credit cards for the rewards, but I use them on items that I have in my budget that I know that at the end of the month, when I get that credit card statement, I pay it in full. That way they pay me for the benefits and they don't make a cent off of me, because if you pay your credit card bill in full, they don't get a cent in interest. But I'm here to talk about credit card interest in general. So with this study that the average family has at least a credit card, if not more, that has a $6,000 balance on it. When I was just doing my client's budget, they had over 3 credit cards that had over 20% interest. So I showed them how to calculate exactly how much money you're losing with each credit card depending on the balance. And there are free resources that you can use, and I'm going to talk about one in a second. I just wrote everything down because I don't want to get all geeky with and throwing numbers at you, but I want you to understand the severity of how much credit card interest is taking a toll on you financially each and every month. Now, let's say that you have a credit card that has a $6,000 balance on it, okay? What I did is I use a credit card debt calculator, and all you have to do is Google credit card debt calculator and you'll see a screen, like there's a bunch of them that pop up. I love the Discover one from the Discover card because it's the easiest one I find to use and the one that gives you the most information, and it's pretty clear and concise. So all you have to do is Google it. I suggest the Discover one. Click on it, put in the amount that you owe total for that credit card. So in this case, I put in that my client has over $6,100 of balance on this one card. And my client is being charged 21.99%. I get fired up. I'm like, calm down. Interest on this card. So by just making the payments that they have been making each month, which is the third category you put in, so the total that's owed, the interest rate, and how much you usually pay per month, if they never use this card again to charge not even $1 on it, the credit card company would make from one card, $3,562 in interest. That's over half of how much they owe on the card because of that high interest rate, because they're not paying off their credit balance at the end of the month. They're paying a little bit above the minimum that's required. So that's why it's so important for you to not only know how much debt you have, but also know what your interest rate is on that debt. Because can you imagine having a $6,000 credit card and you think to yourself, okay, well, I have $6,000 of credit card debt on this one card. Yeah, you owe them $6,000, but for the life of the card, if you never charged $1 extra, they would make $3,562 on interest from that one card from you. How much debt could you pay off with that much money? Right? That's why it's so important. People get frustrated, and I see it all the time with my clients, with my friends, with my family members. They get frustrated because when they feel that they don't have control of their debt, they always assume, for the most part, that it is an income problem. I just don't make enough, Debbie. I just don't make enough. So debt is always going to be in my life. I am always going to have credit card debt. And that's not true. That is not true. Now, my husband and I, we took really extreme measures in order to pay off our $48,000 of credit card debt in 2 years because we both make a medium income. Neither one of us is making like 6 figures in our jobs, believe me. But we still were able to do it. And I would never, ever suggest that my clients do that. I take their lifestyle into consideration when coming up with a debt payment plan for them. But you do still have to realize that sometimes, if not most of the time, the problem isn't an income problem. It's not the fact that you don't make enough. What it is that you don't have control of where your money is going. You don't have a plan in place to take that money that you work so hard for. I don't know about you, but my 9-to-5 income, I work hard for that money. I do. I don't go to work feeling like I'm on vacation. I wish I did. I don't. Don't tell my boss. I don't. We work hard for the money. So you should have your money work hard for you instead of simply charging things up and feeling as though I'll tackle it next month. I'll come up with a budget next year. New year, new me. The longer you take to start coming up with a plan as to how to get out of the situation that you're in and the debt that you're in, the more debt you're going to get into between now and when you decide to take action. And that's so important because time is something you can never get back. You can't. So think about that. If you have a credit card, for example, that has a $6,000 balance, how much interest are they charging you? If they're charging you anything close to 21.99%, they're making over $3,500 for the life of the card off of you in interest. If that doesn't make you feel like, oh my goodness, I don't know what I can say that will. I really don't. And I'm not trying to make you feel bad about your debt. We all have debt in our lives one way or another, whether it's a mortgage, student loan, car loans, credit cards, medical debt. What matters though is when and how you decide to tackle it. Looking at your expenses and coming up with a budget, a plan that can be customizable, that'll work for you so that you don't feel the tightness of how most of us feel when we hear the word budget. You feel restricted, you feel uncomfortable, you feel like my life now is never going to be fun. I can tell you firsthand, my clients do not feel that way. I hope that you know that no matter where you are in life, things can always get better. I remember the stress and anxiety that I had when I had credit card debt, and it was something I would never wish on anyone. It was such a position of sadness, of anxiety. I felt that money was never going to be something positive in my life. It was always going to be something that I worked hard for, and that was it. And it's not that way anymore. It really isn't. So I hope that you guys look at your credit card statements. Find out how much interest you have on them. Go to free resources like Credit Card Debt Calculator. That's all you have to Google. Click on one. The Discover one is pretty easy to use. And see for the life of each card how much these credit card companies are going to make off of you. And that's if you stop charging things on the card. And with the holidays around the corner, not having a plan can really set you back even further into debt. And if you guys know that now is the time that you want to change your life and your relationship with your money, I can help you. I am offering my clients a 12-week program. I meet with them once a week. We go over everything. We go over your income, your debt. We come up with a plan. I help customize a budget that'll be something that's according to your lifestyle, so you don't feel restricted. You'll feel empowered and excited with each paycheck, and you'll see right off the bat how your money is going to start working hard for you instead of you just working hard for your money and not knowing where it's going. If you guys are interested in reaching out to me and working with me, I'm going to leave a link to my calendar down below. Feel free to click it and schedule a call and let's talk. I hope I've helped someone with this message. And if you guys know anyone that can also benefit from this video, please share it with your friends and family members. I would really appreciate it, and it would help get the message out as to how easy it is to just look at your numbers and look at how much interest these credit card companies are making off of you. I think you will all be surprised when you see how much something that's a small balance can carry over in time and how much they profit off of you. And if you like this video, please click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and to click on that bell. And for more tips, more on a daily basis, follow me on Instagram. I'm at How Debbie Saves. And again, the link for that as well is down below. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for watching.